and purposefully misleading the American people, something that happens regularly. You can't say, I'm not done.
No, we don't have that. I know.
On Capitol Hill.
No, I get it, but you keep that. I've said it from the day that I got here until whatever, that there is no connection. You've got Russia. If the president puts Russian salad dressing on his salad tonight, somehow that's a Russian connection.
Sarah,
Jim?
if I may, though, I was going to ask a question about something else.
Well, you used it on something else.
Sarah,
Jim?
if I may,
Sarah,
Not today. We're going to keep moving, guys.
if I can ask about the president's accusations.
I'm moving to a
and
different
leveled
Jim. I'm
against
sorry.
them. I know, but I didn't get a chance to ask the question that I wanted to ask, which is,
Jim.
can you just say once and for all whether these
Jim, I'm going to say once and
accusations-
for all that I'm moving on to Jim Stinson, and I'm not taking another question from you at this point.
I guess I would turn the question back on the media and ask similar questions. Does Vox want to take back that they proclaimed that the coronavirus would not be a deadly pandemic? Does the Washington Post want to take back that they told Americans to get a grip, the flu is bigger than the coronavirus? Does the Washington Post likewise want to take back that our brains are causing us to exaggerate the threat of the coronavirus? Does the New York Times want to take back that fear of the virus may be spreading faster than the virus itself? Does NPR want to take back that the flu was a much bigger threat than the coronavirus? And finally, once again, the Washington Post, would they like to take back that the government should not respond aggressively to the coronavirus?
No, that's, I appreciate your agenda here, but the reality is, no, hold on. No, at some point, report the facts. The facts are that every single person who has been briefed on this subject has come away with the same conclusion. Republican, Democrat, so I'm sorry that disgusts you. You're shaking your head.
Look, I think that the real shame in all of this is that Democrats are perfectly capable of coming together and agreeing on the fact that they're comfortable ripping babies straight from a mother's womb or killing a baby after birth, but they have a hard time condemning the type of comments from Congresswoman Omar. I think that is a great shame.
I'm actually not going to read the headlines. So I very quickly came around and supported the president. In fact, CNN hired me. I was on many 8-on-1 panels where I proudly supported this president, who I believe is one of the best presidents, if not the best president this country will ever have.
and we just read it out. I mean, I don't, if you have,
Throwing big out with the
No,
battle.
what I'm saying
Repeal
to you right now-
Obamacare,
no, no.
because it's not,
It's not
you're
a
saying it's
question
not
of-
working, but then why change pre-existing conditions?
we're
Why?
not. No, we're strengthening. I think, look, we have done everything to do to not only strengthen, but to guarantee.
The
Absolutely.
governor can say, here's my waiver and no more
Sure you
pre-existing
can, Jim. I walked
conditions.
through this, but I think the
If we make the slightest mistake, the slightest word is off, it is just an absolute tirade from a lot of people in this room. But news outlets get to go on day after day and cite unnamed sources, use stories without sources.
But I would encourage the individual who did that analysis of my past, rather than focusing on me, he really should be focused on some of the very guests CNN chose to have on their network. Yeah, well, let's dismiss a myth about test right now. If we tested every single American in this country at this moment, we have to retest them an hour later and then an hour later after that, because at any moment you could theoretically contract this virus. So the notion that everyone needs to be tested is just simply nonsensical.
The media's focus on priorities, they don't line up with the rest of America. Right now, we've got our economy's growing, the stock market's up, unemployment is down, jobs are back, and ISIS is on the run. America is winning, and that's what we'd like to talk about. But you guys constantly ignore that narrative.
This president, when faced with this very tough decision to put a pause on the hottest economy in modern history, said American lives matter most. And that's what he did. And I can tell you this, the president that got us to the hottest economy in modern history, he's done it once, and he can do it again.